This video you're about to watch is ignorant, and it is entitled, and it is when we live from low self-worth. Here we go.
I put HIV positive on my profiles. People don't want to touch you. I remember being on a date with someone. So I brought him back to my place. I was like, okay, I need to tell you something. I'm HIV positive. And I remember he looked at me. It was like I murdered him. I was like, I thought he was going to beat the shit out of me. He was like, I can't believe you wouldn't tell me. And you gave me HIV and was just losing his mind. And I'm like, no, that's not possible. Even if I bled on you, in an open wound, that wouldn't happen. I'm undetectable. But he just didn't want to hear it. Now, the way the law goes, being undetectable, I really don't have to disclose my status. Right. And you think about it, anyone that you meet on your first date or if you're hooking up, are you I have diabetes, I have high blood pressure. You're not telling them any of this shit. Where HIV is now, if you are undetectable, you don't necessarily have to disclose that. I don't think you're putting anyone at any risk that you have to necessarily go through that, but it's because of the stigma and shame that I feel I have to disclose. People would look at that as betrayal.
So many layers to this. Okay, firstly, medical science has made so many advancements in this area. Education is key. Destigmatizing this is key. Meeting this with compassion, non-judgment is key. And diabetes isn't fucking contagious. It is a completely different realm. We're talking about sexually transmitted diseases. Beyond all of that, this is about honesty. When we accept the fullness of who we are, and I get it, it's difficult for others to also accept us. And we're relational beings. We get feedback from other people, especially people that we care about. And we want to be loved, we want to be seen, we want to be accepted and appreciated and cared for and heard and understood. And when we love ourselves, maybe this has happened in this person's life so that he can orient towards himself and say, I accept all of myself. I see all of myself. I love all of myself. And I want to be honest. And yes, there's a difference between detectable HIV and non-detectable. And it's not about the law. This is about integrity of self. This is about loving yourself enough to be honest with you and with others. And I get that it can be met with so much pushback and so much shaming because people are uneducated, and we do need to educate ourselves on this. But comparing HIV to diabetes, it's a very different game. And on the other side of that, meeting someone for the first time, you can share a lot about yourself. You can share a lot of what is important to you, and that is an important part of your life, or has been. Now, very nuanced, very complex, and it comes down to self-worth.